Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Cool beans. Right. Good afternoon. It is Sunday. It is just gone 2 o'clock in England. Sunny old England, believe it or not. It's windy outside, but at least it's not pissing down with rain. So I've totally just spent £750 on a new graphics card. One of those RTX 1080s. Well, 280s even. I didn't go for the TI. That's way too expensive. Like, I don't have that kind of just cash. Is my camp gonna just randomly start to spawn again? Oop, yeah. Yeah. When I came off yesterday, I started modifying my camp ever so slightly. And I have completely sorted my inventory. And got weapons set up, modified them, put them in correct places, hotkeyed them, you name it. So what did I add? I added flag and the tent and that's outside. Yeah, I think that's all I did, to be honest. Right. Also made some more ammo for this. Now we are going to do this mission event finally, because I'm kind of to the point at which, yeah, I can do it now without having issue. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go find the free states. I think, well, I don't know, I might do. I might also head back out into this area and do some exploring. See what's going on. Do some stuff. Shoot some stuff. You know, the usual.
Vendor not responsible for your safety or the safety of goods purchased.
Why is it saying you only have 3 caps? Ah, I don't have that much. Shaped
Get your
charge.
raiding supplies
What?
here or don't. I don't care.
I guess shop inventory hasn't reset for me for some reason. Weird. Stealth, bitch. Lewisburg ambush. You hear about the ambush down in Lewisburg. Another one of those girls. They had the drop on her, and she still managed to take out half of Kerry's crew before they brought her down. Got the old man himself. He still owed me for poker last week. Think there's any caps left in his stash. Don't know. Assassins. You can't believe... Yeah, I can't believe it either. To think a couple of girls in that crazy get-up carried out all those hits. I mean, sure, I've killed a couple of people, roughed up a lot more. But their body count must be off the charts. And we never even caught a glimpse of them before this. Still, you have to admit, it's pretty funny to think we've been cowering from a couple of teenagers in Halloween costumes. The diehards must be laughing their asses off. I mean, they are raiders as well. But they're non-hostile raiders? I don't know. Pacifist raiders? Harvey's deal. Yo, you freaked out about all those mysterious assassins slinking around in the shadows? Afraid your crew is going to be hit next? Your old pal Harvey has just the thing. Missile launchers to the face. One shot from my little beauty, and all that's left of that girl will be a smoking crater. I'm looking for a new dig. Double cut of the loot, and I'm yours. Hit me up if you want to talk, Harvey. It's not a terribly stupid idea, to be honest. humans are rather susceptible to explosive munitions to the face. So yeah, not a terrible idea. Game damn near froze on me then. The first time it's done that. Yeah, I thought like I was just hearing the ever so subtle tunes from a radio. Tony's orders. Tony, Brody said his girl came through. He has the tape. Head over to his room and start digging. If this really is what he claims it is, we can finally put an end to this order of mysteries. Thorpe. Ah. Good shot. Jolly good shot, I must say. No ice cold Nuka-Cola for me then. Jake Snow. Snake, you sure you don't want in? Hawk said those girls never hit the same checkpoint twice. That makes North safer than wherever it is they have you these days. Think on it, alright, Jake. Just because they haven't hit the same place twice yet doesn't mean they won't. Particularly if you've sent people back to where they've already hit. You don't hit it, so you don't force them to not retake it. Does that make sense? Because if you just constantly hit the same place over and over again, your enemy isn't going to take the position back, which means that you can't then defeat the enemy at that position again. Which I know that kind of sounds weird, but that's how it goes. Phyllis's note. Mother, I hope you received my first letter. Things are getting worse here at the resort. These people around us, they don't seem to care about anyone else. I'm hearing them talk about hunting parties and heading to Charleston to take what they want. People are arguing, fighting. I even saw someone get shot. I'm scared, Mother. I want to go home. They say war brings out the worst in mankind. From what I've seen, nothing could be further from the truth. Stay safe, Phyllis. Oh. I think she was trying to say that war brings out the best in people, but instead said the worst and then said nothing could be further from the truth, which makes no sense at all, because that would then imply that war brings out the best in people. When the statement is war brings out the best in people because it brings them to do things that they wouldn't normally do to help others. Oh, what? On this side as well. Nope. Off you go. There we go. Trevor's note. Mike, I'm coming down to see the latest artifact as soon as I can. I'd like to bring an expert with me, Mr. Christopher Weed. I trust him, but a background check might be in order. We're getting close to the truth regards Trevor. Interesting.
Just us.
Mm. Yay!
I found a motherlode, baby. Some bunker tucked away in the swamp. Yeah, I bet it's got supplies for at least a couple of years stashed away inside. Now it's just a matter of breaking in. But that damn girl holed up in there's got some sort of terminal controlling the locks on the door. If I didn't suck at hacking, I'd be in there by now. 4 tries and you're locked out. That's bullshit. But I ain't gonna let anybody else know. That place and everything inside's mine. No sharing here. It's just a matter of getting that damn password. I just gotta wait for that Abby chick to leave and come back. Then I sneak in the door behind her. And bam! She's dead. And I'm living the dream.
Damn. Okay, so that's Abigail's bunker. The one that we're heading to anyhow. Well, for the next part of the main story. Well, yes, I'm going to keep that, because it's much higher level than that one. In fact, I'm going to start modifying it right now. Oh yeah. Yep, he's still in T-pose. Damn, that's pretty good. Since my current chest piece is broken, might as well. There's a mine down there. I'm gonna go down there in a minute. Chauncey's note. Dear Ludmilla, my darling, I don't think that I'll be able to make it home in time for the winter festivals that you had planned at the estate. I know I promised I'd return right after my vacation at Pleasant Valley, but it appears all transportation services in the area have been disabled thanks to this troublesome war. But don't fret, my love, the government is certain to send a military unit to rescue us, and soon we'll be reunited. Oh, and until I arrive, don't forget to feed the peacocks. Love, Chauncey. I think Chauncey's a bit of an idiot. Can't rely on government to solve all your problems. Particularly when there is no government.
Ever since the bombs dropped, the former guests at the ski resort have lost their minds. If being a member of the Honorary Mock Naval Yachting Society has taught me one thing, it's that preparation is the key to survival. Idiots here locked up their belongings, split up the access key, stashing away valuable items we could be using for barter. Every decision being made is foolish. Instead of using this facility as a headquarters and sending out hunting parties to look for scraps, we need to find a new base of operations. We should band together in larger groups and take anything we find along the way. They're convinced the government is going to rescue them, but the truth of the matter is, we're on our own.
It's not
The
wrong.
only people that can help us now are ourselves.
What am I looking to do? Oh, and I also need to level up. Right, let's see what we've got in here. Makes sense to me. See what's on the common room terminal. Poker night. Okay, let's have a look at that. Yo, we got Monday night poker down in the motel. Starts at sundown, ends when the suckers run out of caps. 25, 50 cap blinds. Don't be late. Interrant down. Hey, interrant down. For anyone else, I haven't been able to log in since Sunday. This is what 4 times this month. This happens again. I'd like to get some friends together and pay a visit to Tony over in the main lodge. Let me know if you're in and what weapon you want to bring. Alexi, I can read these posts, dumbass Tony. Opening South Checkpoint. Bosthorpe is looking for a crew to take over the South Checkpoint next spring. You want in, let me know, Rose. Lost item. Anyone seen my missile launcher? Red paint job, black skulls. Got my name scratched onto the grip. I set it down in the stands while I was having it out with Nails after the arena match last weekend. Some bastard must have swiped it. Get it back to me by Monday, and we're good. No questions asked. After that, I ever find out who took it, you're getting an express trip down the ski lift, Harvey. Damn. Roommate wanted. Kerry kicked it during the raid in Lewisburg last week, so I need a new roommate. Got a nice place up the Snowdrift Lodge, 2nd floor balcony overlooking the arena, pool table in the common area. You'd be splitting the rent with me, Derek and Brick, 55 a month. Drop me a line if you're interested, Mark. Yo, Brody. Yo, Brody! You missing something? I think you left your bag in the motel last night. After last night's poker game. Got your keys in it and everything. Come snag it before someone else does. Yeah. Arena schedule. Books are open for this Saturday's arena. Place your bets with Nails, Tara or Rocky. Betting closes at 11 sharp before the fight. This week's matchups are One-Eyed Pete versus Rabid Ralph, 3-2 odds. 2 old toughs duke it out in this no-holds-barred grudge match. Davey versus Chitters, 18-1. Can our boy Davey stomp his fearless foe yet? God, I can't speak. Watch him square off with Chitters, the terrifying Rad Roach. Steel Sisters versus Ironclad. The arena's Assaultron ladies are up against their stiffest challenger yet, Hawk's refurbished Sentry Bot, who's got the metal to take home. Who's got the metal to take home the medal. God, that words. Irene versus Cinder. In our title bout, Irene, our very own mad mistress of the machete, takes on Cinder, ghoulish brute of the Blackwater Bandits, in a brawl that's certain to have you on the edge of your seat. You don't want to miss this one. Okay, so his key is up in the motel. I don't think they can get to me. Pleasant Valley Interrent Memo. All you fuckers, Tony Logan. Interrent. Yeah, I know the Interrent's on the fritz again. I'm on it. If we ever find the bastards who installed these cut-rate pieces of shit, I'll throttle him with his own cocks. I'm probably going to have to wipe the damn user logs again. If you get locked out of your terminal, come see me in the main lodge for a password reset. Until then, if you need to talk to someone, get off your ass and find them. Right, and this is Brody.
Got some scary raiding gear, but maybe you're looking to buy an upgrade or two.
We've already got that one. That holotape, I think. Network admin, reset user passwords. Right, well I've reset Brody.
Are you enjoying your stay?
Okay. Checkpoint massacre. Let me see if I have this straight. Mac Fraser and his entire crew were wiped out by a girl dressed as a comic book character. And you, a young man I've never even heard of, managed to survive and befriend her and convince her to let you go. That is perhaps the most audacious lie I've ever heard, but very well, I'll play along. We don't have any better leads. Meet with your girl, see what she wants, but I still expect you to make your quotas. Quotas. You're almost 200 caps behind this month, Mr. Torrance. Spending too much time with your new girlfriend, I must say. For all your stories, you certainly don't have much to show for it. We've lost 8 more men to mysterious ambushes this week alone. Either she needs to put up, or you do. Redeal. You can't possibly be serious. I tire of this charade. Rose will dispatch 5 men to Somerville to set up this ambush of yours. You will join them. If your stories are true, if you do manage to kill the girl, return with her head. If not, my men will be returning with yours, one or the other. Damn. Success. Very well. You have my attention. From this point forward, your sole mission will be the elimination of this Order of Mysteries and their assassins. I am promoting you to Lieutenant with a team of 7 men of your choosing, and a private suite in the Black Diamond Lodge. Continue to surprise me, and you will be handsomely rewarded. Fail, and your star will fall as quick as it rose. Spruce Knob Ambush. That makes it 3 successful hits. Judging by the reports, they put up quite the fight. It seems these are our mystery assassins. Tell your girl that I accept her offer. If she can deliver her tape, assist us in rooting out this Order of Mysteries, I'm willing to offer her and you anything that lies within my power to grant once the job is finished. Motherlode. Excellent. I'm sending Tony over to help you analyze the database, work with him and Rose to map out your ambush plans. We'll pick them off one at a time and stay the final raid against the manor until we've thinned their numbers. Have Tony begin trawling the data for other leads. 2, if their records are as extensive as you say, this could be a tremendous asset. Final. A bit anticlimactic, but it does save us the trouble. Very well. Go meet your girl. Make sure there aren't any loose ends. When you get back, report to my office in the top, and we can discuss your future with the cutthroats. Damn. Mount Holotape Drive. Continue. Let me have a drink. Here's the tape. I've loaded it with my login credentials and a full copy of the database. The mission boards list our operations for the next 2 months. That should give you plenty of potential targets. I need to lay low for a while. Stick to the plan. I'll see you when it's time for the final operation. Tell Thorpe I expect him to keep his end of the deal, or I'll be coming for his head next. Olivia Rivers. Continue. Damn. View Cryptos database. I think I've read that. Nope, read that. Ooh. There we go. How much am I over by? 40. That's actually pretty good. To the manor. Oh. Fit in.
Welcome back, Seeker. Because that's how doors work. Damn. Fuck. Okay. Personal journal. Okay. 2nd of the 8th, 82. Headmistress Shannon Rivers' personal journal. No major incidents this week. There have been surprisingly few brigands in the area this summer. Although the responders' radio chatter says the more organised gangs control the roads through the mountains, training has been going well. I've begun sending the older girls out on supply and data collection runs in pairs. For now, I'm keeping the more dangerous missions to myself, but they're at the point where they can handle themselves if they have to. Right, I'm going to be back in a minute. I'm going to go to the toilet and do something real quick. Back in a sec. I've literally just got a ham and ketchup sandwich. They got the dam. We heard the explosion a little after midnight. There was no warning, nothing to be done. Charleston has been wiped out. It's worse than the bombs. The responders are doing what they can, but this is beyond them, beyond anyone. The raiders have already melted back into the mountains. They're a much bigger threat than anyone had realised. No shit. 5th of the 3rd, 83. I've spent the winter surveying raider positions in the mountains and having the girls gather what intel they can from the responder radio network. It's bad. They have multiple bases, dozens of checkpoints and sniper posts, and they're growing. It's more than I can deal with on my own. As much as I hate to do it, we can't afford to wait any longer. It's time for the Mistresses of Mystery to take the field. Technically it would be take to the field, but whatever. Let's have a bite of a sandwich. 9th of the 8th, 84. For the most part, this week's missions have gone well. The exception, as usual, was Olivia. Her raid against the Garahan outpost was flawless, but rather than report back, she went on to clear 4 sniper nests and half-dozen beast dens and a derelict military bunker before finally returning 3 days late, and she dragged her initiate along for the ride. It was Rachel's first time in the field. Poor girl is still shaking. Her debrief was another shouting match. Nothing I say seems to get through to that girl. She's too headstrong, just like her mother. 8th of the 2nd, 86. We found Christine's body last night. I always knew this day would come, but I didn't, but that doesn't make it any easier. These girls are my daughters. Every time I post a mission, I know one of them might not come back, but we have to press on. The raiders are gaining strength. If we don't keep them in check, who will? That's what I told them at the funeral. I gave them 2 days off. That's all we can afford. But 14th of the 2nd, 86. Things have been tense since Clarice's death. Some of the girls have started to question our methods. Should we announce ourselves, make contact with the responders or Brotherhood, try to forge an alliance? Absolutely not. The Mistresses of Mystery's greatest strength was always the element of surprise. A lone woman can do anything because no one expects her to be a threat. If we were exposed, if the raiders knew we existed, they could fight back. They can't fight a shadow. True. 22nd of the 5th, 86. I've appointed Eve the newest mistress of novices. I need someone dependable and organised to handle training and mission assignments when I'm out in the field. For the most part, it seems to have gone over well. For the most part. Olivia was furious. I have almost 30 girls in my charge now, and I have their safety to consider. If she thinks that I'm going to favour her simply because she's my daughter, she needs to grow up. Okay. 1st to the 6th, 86. Lucia reports that the campaign against the super mutants in Huntersville has ended. If things go well, the alliance between the Brotherhood and Responders might finally be the beginning of a long-term security arrangement for the region. All of the patrols moving through the mountains have suppressed raider activity over the past few months. I've asked the girls to be more careful as well. No sense drawing any unwanted attention. This mission board has been relatively light, but Olivia has been taking far more than her share. She's rarely at home for more than a day or two at a time. Now, at first I was glad she was becoming more dedicated to her work, but I'm starting to worry she's just using it as an excuse to avoid me. Probably. (24th of the 7th). We buried Allison today. After 3 years, hundreds of missions, only 2 of our sisters have fallen. With so much death and devastation all around us, that's an incredible testament to their skill and tenacity. Olivia was particularly shaken up. She was the one who found Alice's body, carried it all the way back to Somerville. She went right to her room after the funeral. Poor dear. 7th to the 10th. For years we outclassed the raiders. Now suddenly they've found a way to turn the tables. Counting Allison, 7 girls have been killed in the past 3 months. Now Kaylee is missing too. I've ordered Eve to accelerate our training program and record holotapes to handle routine assignments and promotions. I hate to think of anyone getting promoted by holotape, but with all of our losses, I've been away so much, it's beginning to become an issue. Okay, 10th to the 11th, 86. 3 more girls are confirmed dead. Evelyn and Catherine are unaccounted for. Rachel barely escaped, and that's just in the past week. How are they doing this? It's like the raiders have suddenly found a way to read our minds. They're lying in wait on almost every mission now. As of today, I'm only allowing the most senior mistresses out of the manor: Eve, Amy, Olivia, and myself. We can't risk losing anyone else. Final entry, 18th of the 11th. Olivia dear, what have you done? I'm going to meet her. If anyone finds this, if anyone is even still alive, please don't try to follow me. The Order of Mysteries is finished. Take the skills you've learned here. Join the Responders, the Brotherhood, anyone. Find some way to survive. That's all that matters now. I loved you all. I'm so sorry. She finally figured out that it was Olivia that had sold them out and gotten them all killed. Right. From Olivia. That wasn't how this was supposed to go at all. 2 months ago, I copied Cryptost, handed it over to the raiders. Rachel finally caught on. She was telling Eve when I came in tonight. At that point, well, it was them or me, so I killed them. I killed them all. It's finally over. I'm going to burn the order, the manor, everything. Burn it all to the ground. If you get this, if you want to see me again, meet me at our special place on my birthday. You still owe me that trip. Buck.
The weather outside looks like it's going to rain now, or snow. Cryptos access. Login unknown user, error. Fuck. That's... Fuck me, that's... God damn. And she knew what she was doing. It wasn't like she was tricked. She did it herself. She went out of her way to do it.
Not us. Not us.
Personal journal. On 30th of the 9th, 77. We're actually going to miss the camping trip this year. I figured Mum was planning some kind of a surprise, even if it was just for a weekend. We've been going to the same spot every year for as long as I can remember. It's always been our special place. Those trips were the one chance we had to just be together, where I didn't have to play the perfect daughter, the flawless student, where I could just be myself. I'm looking forward to college. I'm ready to get out of here. 11th of the 11th, 78. The whole hero thing was cute for a while, Mother. Mother really is going at it, but it's gone to her head now. She wants to adopt those rats she found rooting through our garbage and train them. I tried to argue with her that there are whole caravans of refugees on the roads who can't save anyone. We can't save everyone. Who do you help and who do you pass over? Why take in these three strangers and send the Torrance boy away? We barely made it through last winter as it was. We have to think of ourselves. Torrance. Brody Torrance. Shit. 8th of the 9th, 84. This is insane. Every month, Mother slips further and further into this ridiculous delusion.
We're an order now, a sisterhood, with ranks, titles, missions, a whole chain of command. God, we even have a missions statement. It was alright at first. Supply runs, fine. Data collection, sure, I suppose. At least I got the chance to get out of the house. But that's not good enough. Not for her. Now I have to be her perfect, obedient little soldier. A role model for the rest of this brood. Take one step out of line. Try to do something useful, and she chews me out. I'm sick of this. 10th of the 2nd, 86. Clarice is dead. Did she give her life for some grand, heroic cause? No. Just another pointless surveillance mission. This is all a farce. Mother made a grand speech about keeping the raiders in check, but it doesn't matter how many we kill, there will always be more. This is a world of raiders now. People take what they need to survive. What good is heroism on an empty stomach? 22nd of the 5th, 86. In the past 3 years, I've killed over 100 men. I've hit dozens of sites for supplies, intel, and scrap of useful material. And what for? What good are all of these shadow games? What people need is order. They need leadership. The responders are weak. The Brotherhood doesn't care about anyone but themselves. And the order, we could do anything. We could rule Appalachia. Instead, we hide, we cower. No more. The raiders may be hard, but they live in the real world, not this fantasy. What they do is real. It matters. It's time I came out of the shadows, and damn anyone who gets in my way. 8th of the 6th, 86. I found my opening. I've been taking checkpoint missions, trying to scope out the raiders, and I recognise one. Brody. Kid who used to live next door. I put on a show, took out his crew, nicked his leg, and then offered to talk. I tell him about the order. He tells me about the raiders. They're a mess, but they should make it easy to get in. We're going to meet again next week in the old cottage at White Springs. Maybe we can come to an arrangement. 5th of the 7th, 86. I've been meeting with Brody every couple of weeks. We've struck up a little relationship. For as long as it's useful, if we play this right, we both get what we want. His boss is dithering. I'm not some pretty thug here to work your checkpoints. I have plans, so I've made him an offer. I sell out the order and he gives me a blank check. Anything I want, no questions asked. I've given Brody the details of one of the missions on the board, a little supply run to Summersville. He and his men can set up an ambush. That ought to be enough proof for them. 24th of the 7th. Alison, God, why did it have to be Ali? When I heard she'd drawn the Somerville mission, I knew I had to tail her. If she broke the ambush, Brody would be left empty-handed or worse. One of the raiders jumped too early. She took 2 of them out, then turned on Brody. His gun jammed. I had to kill her myself. Oh, shit. (21st of the 9th, 86). 3 years ago, I was so excited to be by my first solo mission. It was a stupid little intel raid, but I took notes on everything I saw at Sugar Grove. That's how I found Project Seifert. It was a risk. There was every chance someone would see me or the program would crash or trip the security failsafe, but it worked. A full copy of Cryptos on one holotape. The Raiders know every mission we're running for the next 2 months. They can pick and choose the targets they want. Even they can't fuck that up. 13th of the 11th, 86. One more week until this is over. It's been hard watching the other girls leave on their missions, knowing most of them won't come back. Catherine, Janet, Sarah. I don't hate them, but I need them out of my way. The Raiders have set up a staging area in Somerville. When it's time, I'll slip away, signal Brody, and he can move in. They're calling in every man they've got. No one gets out alive, and then, once we're done here, I'll head up to Pleasant Valley and settle in. Give me a month, and I'll be running that shit show. Fuck. She sold everyone out. I don't see it ending well for her. I don't think she became a raider. How would anyone trust her again? I mean, sure, even if all you did was sold them out to the Raiders, how the fuck would the Raiders trust you? You sold your own people out to the Raiders. No one would trust you. Not even the Raiders that you sold your people out to. Yeah, I only see this ending badly.
safe out there. Responder. You know the drill. 5 and down.
There we go. Cool. It's been raining a bit. Fine, I guess I missed something there. For fuck's sake. Game so does not do a particularly good job of actually telling you where the fuck to go for quests. It's kind of bullshit is what it is. Right, study terminal. Professional calendar. Fan mail. I've read those. Personal journal. Back from LA Season 8 was spectacular, but the mood at the wrap party was rather down. There's been no word on renewal yet. All of the attention at Hubris seems to be on television these days. They have less and less interest in radio. Frederick and Olivia are doing well. Olivia was all packed for the annual camping trip to Seneca Rocks, but I've had to put her off. The poor dear was heartbroken. I do hate to break our tradition, but with the Silver Shroud show coming up, I simply can't spare the time. I have read all of those before. Right, Seneca Rocks. Go to the meeting place. Okay, so they're somewhere in this area. I will find them. Why did this guy build his house right here? On a quest.
Hello, Mother.
Olivia? Why?
Wake up. Look around you, Mother. This isn't one of your comic book fantasies. You're no hero. You're just a sad old woman who couldn't face the world. And you dragged all of us into your delusion. How many people have we killed? Hundreds? For what? Nothing changes. There will always be more raiders. Because they're right. There are no heroes. This is a world of villains. The strong survive. They rule. And the strongest. You made me the strongest. I'm done living in the shadows. I'm done playing my part in your little farce. I've made my choice. It's time I took my place in the real world.
You're worse than the Raiders ever were. And far, far more dangerous. I'm sorry, Olivia. You've left me no choice. I'm so sorry, Olivia. I wish it hadn't come to this.
A hero to the end. Brody, you can come out now.
I've never seen anything like that. That's it then?
Yeah? She was the last. It's all over. Give me a hand, would ya? Let's get out of here.
Sorry. One last thing.
Brody, what?
Now it's over.
How did she not see that coming? Of course that was gonna happen. Of fucking course it was! Stupid girl. No one wants to keep the person who can out-scheme them around for very long. They use them until they've completed the purpose, then they get rid of them.
Welcome home, Seeker.
You have now earned the title of Mistress of Mysteries. As a mistress, you are now a full member of the Order. You will be expected to uphold the name and virtues of the Mistresses of Mystery.
and serve as a mentor and role model for the younger sisters. Dispensing Mistress rank holotape. Done. Please listen to the Mistress's message.
Congratulations, Mistress.
If you're listening to this, you are now a full member of our order, a Mistress of Mystery. Congratulations, dear. Since I'm not telling you this in person, I suppose it also means that I have passed. As I record this, I'm in my 60s. No one lasts forever, especially given what we do. For most of my life, I was an actress. I never would have imagined any of this. But after the war, there were so many orphaned girls. They needed a home. They needed something to aspire to. They needed hope. All I had to offer them was a comic book hero. But maybe that was enough. I'm sure Eve or Olivia or whoever follows them as headmistress has trained you well. You have her and your mentor and your sisters to lean on. And whatever happens to this world, you have the skills to face it. Do your best, dear. I know you will.
A sad end to a sad story. Right, I'm going to blow my nose. In we go. Right. Go to my camp. Do some quick inventory management. And hit the road. I think this might be one of my favourite building spots.
Look at your death.
I think I just got a 50 machine gun off him as well. Nice. Oh, I got a 50 cal hunting rifle. Which I'm not going to use. No need to.
Right, now there's a radio in here that I need to turn off right quick. Mist of Autumn Acres. Mist of Autumn Acres, a novel by G.D. Ballwood. The autumn mist swirled over the mountains like a thick swirling mist. Baron von Herbst surveyed the autumn land with the decidedly unmistakable composure of a man more powerful than any other, intelligent, strong, and liked by all. The Baron remained as humble, or perhaps even more humble. The Baron's only admission of his superior ability showed in his quick wit and sharp-tongued missives to his lazy and incompetent administrators, with their mist-filled minds, ever attempting to ruin his great work with their so-called edits. Baron von Herbert surveyed his lands as the morning mist settled into the misty low parts of the Baron. Baron von Herbert was an idiot and would never have his novel published. That's the ammo dump, is it? Let's fast travel back to there, then travel to the ammo dump. Sons of Dane compound. They were blooper mutants. I'm gonna have to go. Something's come up.